Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built during the night when everyone else is sleeping, but you're still awake chasing your dreams. Every great achiever, every dreamer who made it big has spent countless hours in silence, struggle, and self-doubt. Working when no one was watching. It takes a lot of sleepless nights to build something that lasts forever. Success is never a gift that falls into your lap. It is a result of deliberate choices, persistent effort, and deep sacrifice. Every person who has ever reached greatness has paid a price for it. The price of time, comfort, and sometimes even peace of mind. The journey towards success is often lonely, demanding, and exhausting. But those who are truly determined understand that comfort and achievement rarely coexist. You can't chase your dreams and hold on to your comfort zone at the same time. Success requires you to step into discomfort, to embrace uncertainty, and to keep going even when your body and mind beg for rest. Those sleepless nights are not meaningless. They represent the investment you make in your vision. While others are resting, you are refining your craft, planning your next move, and building the foundation for something that will outlast the moment. It takes courage to sacrifice sleep for the sake of progress, to choose long nights over temporary satisfaction. This discipline is what separates those who talk about dreams from those who live them. The willingness to give up ease in the present for a greater future is what fuels every true success story. Sacrifice, therefore, is not loss. It is the exchange of short-term comfort for long-term fulfillment. Every sacrifice you make along the way becomes a silent part of your story. People may see your success, but they will never fully grasp the countless hours you spent struggling in the dark, fighting fatigue, and pushing through frustration. These sacrifices shape your character more than any achievement ever could. They teach you resilience, patience, and self-control. Each late night, each early morning, and each moment of exhaustion becomes proof of how badly you want to succeed. And that desire, that burning commitment, is what propels you forward when motivation fades. Ultimately, the path to success is paved with moments of surrender. Surrendering your comfort, your fears, and sometimes even your sleep. But within those sacrifices lies transformation. They mold you into a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. Discipline is not something that develops overnight. It is forged in moments of struggle, sacrifice, and consistency. Those sleepless nights when you push yourself to keep going despite fatigue are the true training grounds of self-control. They test your limits and reveal your inner strength. When you choose to stay awake to complete a task, perfect a skill, or chase an idea, you're not just working on your dream. You're training your mind to obey your purpose instead of your comfort. Discipline is what turns passion into progress. Without it, dreams remain fantasies. With it, they transform into achievements. In those quiet hours, when the world sleeps, your focus sharpens, distractions fade away, leaving only you and your goal. That solitude, though heavy at times, becomes the crucible where your willpower is strengthened. You learn to silence excuses and face your weaknesses. Each time you fight the urge to give up, you build mental toughness that no one can take away. Discipline doesn't shout, it whispers through action. Through every night you refuse to waste. Through every moment you choose effort over ease. It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. Because it's discipline that keeps you moving long after motivation fades. The beauty of discipline is that it compounds over time. Every night you stay consistent. Every task you complete despite exhaustion adds up. What begins as struggle slowly becomes habit. You stop depending on inspiration to act. You simply do what needs to be done because you've trained yourself to follow through. Those sleepless nights become proof of your commitment. A reminder that your dreams matter enough to fight for, even when no one else is watching. The strength built in those moments prepares you for the obstacles that lie ahead, giving you the endurance to handle success when it finally arrives. True discipline doesn't just shape your work ethic, it reshapes who you are. It teaches you to value effort, to find pride in persistence, and to take ownership of your path. Through the long nights and weary mornings, you come to understand that discipline isn't about punishment, it's about empowerment. It's the bridge between goals and achievement, between desire and destiny. And though the journey is filled with challenges, every sleepless night serves as a reminder that growth often happens when you push beyond comfort and embrace the grind that others avoid. In the journey towards success, recognition often comes long after the effort has been made. The world tends to applaud the final results, the achievements, the awards, the fame, but it rarely sees the endless nights of hard work that came before it. Those moments of silence, when you are grinding away without applause or acknowledgement, are the true essence of growth. It's in those hidden hours that your skills are sharpened, your character is tested, and your resilience is built. The sleepless nights spent working towards something that no one else understands are what prepare you for the moment when the world finally takes notice. Any person who has ever achieved greatness has walked through that period of invisibility. It's a phase where effort feels unseen and appreciation seems distant. You give everything you have, yet the results are not immediate. But it is precisely during these unseen struggles that the foundation of success is laid. The lack of recognition during this time teaches humility and patience. It reminds you that true success isn't about being noticed, it's about being consistent. The world will only see the final bloom, but it's the roots you grow in silence that make it possible for you to stand tall later. Working without recognition builds inner strength and confidence. It trains you to rely not on the opinions of others, but on your own belief in your mission. When you no longer crave validation, you become unstoppable. Each effort, each sacrifice, and each sleepless night adds another layer of mastery to your craft. And while others might question why you're pushing so hard without reward, you understand something deeper. That effort always comes before recognition. Success is never spontaneous. It is the visible result of invisible dedication. What appears as overnight success is simply the moment when years of effort finally catch the light. The time you spend working quietly, away from praise or acknowledgement, is not wasted time. It is your investment phase. Those unseen efforts compound like interest, growing stronger with each hour of commitment. Eventually your work will speak for itself, louder than any words could. But by then, you won't be chasing recognition. You'll simply be fulfilling your purpose. Because once you've built yourself through sleepless effort and silent struggle, recognition becomes a byproduct, not the goal. The applause will come, but it will never mean as much as the satisfaction of knowing you earned it through persistence, patience, and unrelenting effort. Failure is often misunderstood as a sign of defeat, but in truth, it is one of the most powerful teachers in the journey towards success. Every sleepless night spent reflecting on mistakes, every disappointment that keeps you awake, shapes your understanding of what it takes to move forward. Failure exposes the cracks in your plan, the weaknesses in your strategy, and the areas you still need to grow. It forces you to confront your limitations, but it also reveals your strength, the ability to rise again. Each failure, no matter how painful, is a step forward, not backward. It reminds you that success is not about perfection, but persistence. When you fail, you are given a choice to quit or to learn. Those who view failure as an ending give up too soon, while those who embrace it as a lesson use it as fuel for improvement. The late nights spent rethinking your approach, analyzing your setbacks, and pushing yourself to do better the next day. That's where true progress begins. Failure has a way of humbling you, grounding you, and reminding you that success is earned through trial and error. The sleepless hours that follow a setback are not wasted. They are moments of transformation where pain turns into wisdom and frustration into motivation. Every failure adds depth to your character. It teaches you resilience, patience, and emotional strength that no victory can ever provide. When you fall short of your goals, you develop the discipline to keep going even when things don't go your way. It's in those moments that you begin to understand that success isn't about avoiding mistakes, but learning how to recover from them. Each sleepless night spent wrestling with failure strengthens your resolve, proving that you have the endurance to withstand challenges. The scars left by failure become marks of experience, reminders that you've fought, learned, and grown stronger through the process. In the grand scheme of success, failure is never the end. It is merely a pause, a redirection towards something better. Every great dreamer, innovator, and achiever has stumbled along the way, yet their willingness to rise again is what set them apart. Failure refines your purpose and redefines your path. It gives you clarity, teaching you what truly matters and while it may cause sleepless nights filled with doubt and regret, those same nights also ignite a deeper determination within you. Because once you've learned to embrace failure, you realize it's not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your strength. Greatness is not born from talent alone. It is forged through unwavering commitment. When you commit to your dream, you are making a promise to yourself that no matter how difficult the road becomes, you will not turn back. True commitment is not about excitement or temporary motivation. It's about persistence when inspiration fades. It's choosing to stay focused when distractions call, to keep working even when results are nowhere in sight. Every sleepless night spent chasing a vision is a declaration of commitment, a quiet reminder that success belongs to those who refuse to quit when things get hard. Greatness does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who work relentlessly despite exhaustion, fear, and doubt. Commitment is the bridge between goals and achievement. Many people have dreams, but few are willing to make the sacrifices required to reach them. It's easy to be dedicated when everything goes your way, but true commitment is tested in moments of struggle, when progress slows, when failure strikes, when you feel like giving up. It's in those hours, often deep into the night, that you prove to yourself how badly you want it. Each sleepless night spent working toward your dream, despite the fatigue and frustration, strengthens your willpower. It's in those unseen hours that commitment turns into character, and character shapes destiny. The people who achieve greatness are not necessarily the most talented, but they are the most consistent. They show up every day, regardless of how they feel, because they understand that commitment is not an emotion, it's a decision. They work when tired, they learn when confused, and they rise when defeated. Every sleepless night becomes a symbol of their dedication, proof that they're willing to go further than others are willing to go. Commitment means continuing even when no one is clapping, when no one notices, and when no one believes. It's about staying true to your purpose, even when the path seems endless. Commitment defines greatness because it teaches you to keep your word, not to others, but to yourself. It demands consistency, faith, and inner strength. The late nights you spend working in silence build a kind of discipline that cannot be broken easily. Over time, this commitment becomes your identity. It's what makes you unstoppable. When challenges arise, your commitment carries you through. When failure tries to discourage you, it reminds you why you started. It is the force that keeps you moving forward when everything else tells you to stop. And in the end, it's not luck or talent that defines greatness. It's the unshakable commitment to never give up, no matter how many sleepless nights it takes. Passion is the fire that burns when everything else fades. It's what keeps you awake at night, working, dreaming, and pushing forward even when exhaustion tries to pull you down. When you are truly passionate about your goal, fatigue becomes secondary. You might feel tired, but you won't stop. You might lose sleep, but you'll never lose purpose. Passion gives you the strength to endure the hard days and the sleepless nights, because what you are working for means more than comfort. It becomes a force that drives you, reminding you that your dream deserves every ounce of energy you have. Without passion, effort feels heavy. With passion, even struggle feels meaningful. Those who succeed in life are not the ones who never feel tired. They're the ones whose passion is stronger than their fatigue. The nights of hard work, the sacrifices, and the long hours only become bearable when your heart is in what you do. Passion transforms exhaustion into fulfillment. It turns challenges into opportunities and obstacles into lessons. When others give up because it's too hard, passionate people push through because they see the bigger picture. They understand that tiredness is temporary, but the joy of achieving something meaningful lasts forever. Each sleepless night becomes a reminder that they're moving closer to something extraordinary. Passion also fuels creativity and focus. When you're deeply connected to your purpose, your mind stays alive, alert, and hungry for growth. You begin to see possibilities where others see limits. Even in moments of exhaustion, your heart keeps whispering, keep going. That inner voice, born from passion, keeps you steady during uncertainty. The energy that passion brings is not physical, it's emotional and spiritual. It's the invisible power that keeps you from giving into fatigue, that makes you wake up after little rest and still chase excellence. Passion is the heartbeat of every dream that ever came true. Over time, passion and fatigue develop a relationship, one that tests you, shapes you, and ultimately defines you. You learn that passion doesn't erase tiredness, but it gives you the strength to rise above it. It reminds you why you started, even when your body wants to quit. Every sleepless night becomes a testament to your devotion, proof that your dream is worth every sacrifice. Fatigue may slow you down, but passion will always pull you forward. And though the nights may feel endless and the struggle intense, your passion will remain the guiding light, burning brighter than any weariness that dares to stand in your way. Every great dream begins as a small spark, an idea that lives in the imagination before it takes form in the world. But turning that dream into reality requires more than just hope. It demands relentless effort, sleepless nights, and an unbreakable belief in yourself. Dreams don't work unless you do. The long nights you spend planning, learning, and striving are the silent steps that transform your vision into something tangible. Each hour of work you put in, each challenge you overcome, brings your dream closer to life. The process is never easy, but it is always worth it. Dreams become reality through persistence, not luck. When you choose to dedicate yourself fully to your dream, you make a commitment to see it through. Even when progress feels slow and success seems far away, those sleepless nights when you push past your limits are the moments when transformation happens. They are the bridge between imagination and manifestation. You begin to realize that dreams are not just things you wish for, they are things you build piece by piece through effort and patience. The late hours spent perfecting your craft, revising your plans, or fighting through failure all contribute to the foundation of your future success. Each small victory along the way becomes proof that your dream is coming to life. Turning dreams into reality also means learning to endure the in-between, the phase where you are no longer where you started, but not yet where you want to be. It's in this space that most people give up, but those who keep going despite the exhaustion and uncertainty are the ones who succeed. Every sleepless night spent chasing your goal strengthens your faith in what's possible. You begin to understand that success isn't just about talent or opportunity. It's about patience, persistence, and the courage to continue, even when the world doubts you. Your actions in those quiet hours prove that your dream is alive within you, waiting to emerge. In time, the sleepless nights, sacrifices, and endless efforts will start to show their reward. What once existed only in your mind will begin to take shape in reality. You will look back and realize that every moment of struggle had a purpose, that every time you stayed awake working while others rested, you were bringing your dream closer to existence. Dreams don't turn into reality overnight. They grow slowly, nurtured by discipline, fueled by passion, and solidified through unwavering belief. And though the journey may be long and filled with challenges, every sleepless night you endure becomes a chapter in the story of how your dream came true. In the end, every sleepless night, every sacrifice, and every ounce of effort will prove its worth. The tired eyes, the lonely hours, and the silent battles will one day turn into moments of pride and fulfillment. Success doesn't happen suddenly, it grows quietly through dedication and persistence. The journey may test your limits, but it will also reveal your true strength. So keep going, even when no one sees your struggle, because one day the world would witness what you built in the dark, and it will shine brighter than you ever imagined.